Hey guys, Ben America's Baseball Camps. Just touching base in regards to your swing from the Arizona camp, and just want to go ahead and get started here on a couple things I see that you can maybe work on during the season and just watching your video. Thanks again for coming out, and look forward to going through this couple swings with you and focusing on a couple things I see from a professional standpoint that I think we can work on for your swing. So let's go ahead and get started here. I want to back it up as I've been watching here your swings for a little while. I do want to go over, let's talk about your stance real quick, from your feet to your head. Nice natural left-handed swing, got a great body for a baseball player, so in a pretty good start. One thing I would like to focus on to start is I do like your approach. Your eyes are on the baseball, hands in a good launch position. Your backside I think is good in regards to knees are bent. Your feet are pointed straight ahead, and everything looks pretty good. I like your posture position is good as well. And everything good from the start, ready to go. One thing I would like to mark in regards to this, I want to mark your eye level because I am a little bit concerned of your levels of your eyes in regards to your start and your finish. So we're going to start here, and as I go into my land foot and I come to my point of contact, one thing you can see is we have a little bit of a drop down from my start to my finish compared to where I started in regards to my stance and where I'm actually hitting. That's a pretty big step, pretty big drop in levels of swings where I don't want to get that low to get my posture. And what I want to do is keep the eye levels. If the ball's moving and you're moving, we've got to make sure that we're somewhat quieter with our head and not changing the levels that much. So it doesn't mean one line is good and one line's bad. We just got to be maybe somewhere in the middle. Or if you like to stay low like that, then we have to be lower on our start. Or we don't want to have that drastic of level change of our swing because that really collapses everything down, and then I begin to work uphill, whereas I want to work down and through. You can see kind of at contact again where we want to back us up here and just focus on this is pretty good. The only thing I would do is keep that posture just a little bit taller here, and if I draw a line all the way down here through my knee, if my head or my ear is basically on this line, you can see that your ear would be a lot higher, and then my approach would be more downhill through the baseball and driving the baseball a little bit more compared to being right now where we're kind of just a little bit back. And when we do that, we have a tendency to want to work uphill a little bit, which is somewhat natural for a left-handed hitter, but just something to be aware about when I go do my swing. Another thing I see as I begin to analyze your front half here is your stride foot. We're going to focus on this front foot. You'll notice right now that your land foot, your heel, basically goes back to this area. At this point of your swing, you want your land foot and your heel to actually be up towards this area. And that's really important for you to land closed, because you want to get a hit. You want to hit against a firm, closed front side. And right now, this is an open front side, because what happens is that front hip gets exposed, and I really want to focus on when I land, where you're going to be a land foot here, and it's going to kind of open up on you. You can see right there. So if I open up that front hip and I open up that front foot, that is just going to kind of be exposed in regards to my swing. So it's something to really be focused on when you land, that you land kind of closed, more of your heel looking at this part of the dugout over there, and that's really important for you. And the other thing is, too, is just make sure that we do have a pretty long stride in regards to our swing, and that's fine. But again, we have to find out a way. If I start my stride and I kind of have a line there for it, and then I end my foot for there, and it's not too long of a stride. It's just the fact that we got to try to keep focused on not changing those levels of your swing, so we're really working downhill and through the baseball compared to kind of sinking down again right there. Because I do like you in this position at contact here. Just need to be a little bit taller so you're working more downhill and driving the baseball better. So work on that front side, staying closed when you land. Work on keeping that posture up and keeping that where you don't drop your hands, where you're working more downhill. Let's check out your finish here. You can see at finish, you come up right to this point and it looks really good. Obviously, this leg's just a little bit firm. You can have probably a little bit of an arc in that if you can. for keeping that backside. But the posture is really good. You can see how high your head is. And if I back it up before, at contact, see the difference of how low you are? You kind of shrink everything and you're angled. I like the end. So the start and the end are really good. It's just in the middle where we've got to get you to be here. So you notice if you keep your posture here, that downward angle is going to really work downhill, and that's going to do a big, big difference in regards to being consistent on driving the baseball compared to lifting the baseball. And those are really the two big things that I see. You have a real nice left-handed swing. You have a nice frame in regards to your swing. You're short to the ball. You're long through the ball. We just got to keep better posture. We got to keep the front side staying closed better, and just keeping those eye levels up and down throughout your swing. So those are the 3 or 4 things to work on. I would watch this video over and over again to keep working on those, and I would work on them off the tee, soft toss, and work on a lot of that mechanically compared to the live. But just really take your time and break down those 3 or 4 things to really work on and focus on, because those are things that are going to make you a really advanced hitter in regards to getting really dialed in your mechanics. So we wish you the best this season and hope to see you back at the camp real soon, and have a great season.